Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing okay. Can you guys hear me? Please say something in the chat. Can hear me? Awesome, awesome. So, guys, couple of things before we start today. Uh, First of all, pray for Santi and Michael Wagner. They are amidst the storms in Dubai, and I told Santi that he's not allowed to travel with Michael Wagner anymore because whenever that happens, cataclysmic events such the threat of World War III, FTX, and other things happen. So, in memory of the peace of the world and our overall well-being, Santi will not be attending events with Michael Wagner any longer. And also, uh, I think Dominic had a personal life situation and won't be able to join us today. So that means that today is the Penguin Day. Today it's you, me, and everyone else in the brew. There's no one watching, there's no one paying attention. And whenever Jose is in control, you guys know what that means, right? There's no one to keep me in check. There's no one to prevent me from getting fired. So here's what we are going to do today. The first thing that I want you guys to do is to join the Surge event. And the second thing that I want you guys to do is move back to the Atlas Brew Lounge because I don't like the amphitheater at all. And I like talking with you guys while we talk about the future of Star Atlas. So let's move to the Atlas Brew Lounge. I'll see you guys there. And let's have some fun playing Surge. Join me, guys. See you there. Arthur, if you can leave a message here saying that we are going to the Brew Lounge. Okay, okay. Up. Am I here on the Brew Lounge?
Yes, I hear you.
Awesome, because my Discord's completely bugged. How are you guys doing today? Oh my god, this is so much better when we can talk freely with community. How are you doing, Ray?
Doing good, Jose. Hello, everybody. Excited. 20th is right around the corner.
Man, so much stuff going around, right? Uh, we are going to talk a little bit about that, a little bit about the future. I'm already on. Let me share my screen here just real quick so you guys can watch my broadness. Here we go. So yeah, guys, Santiago is stranded in Dubai together with Michael Wagner. Dominic had a personal situation, and today, your favorite penguin is here to hold the fort, keep the traditions alive, and you know, without my two other co-hosts, the alpha dropping becomes a lot easier, especially since I don't see any other Star Atlas team members here right now. So it is a good time to start talking about little pieces of alpha that maybe I can share. Hold on, let me just do some mods first. So a couple things, some noteworthy news. Where do I start? First of all, we have an update coming out today. It will be introducing some new stuff to Starbased. especially regarding food and SDUs functions. I know people have been mad. I have been receiving threats from community members saying that it's impossible to craft anything right now. But you guys, as you guys are sure aware, we are just getting started with the Sage star-based economy. So hang tight. Our economists and data runners inside the company are working 24/7 to make sure that the economy is working, everything is fine-tuned, and it requires some testing, guys. It's hard to a priori or before we have actual data to figure out the best rates for the economy to work. It's a living thing, right? Economy is a living science. Things don't People don't behave the way that you expect them to behave. So yeah, we need some fine tuning. We are taking the first steps on that front today. The Usturs are already winning. We are so good. So that's what coming out today. I don't have a time per se, but I am in communications with the team. Should anything happen on the update front, I'll let you guys know as soon as possible. A lot noteworthy news is that we have a new data runner, the Finbull BIOS Ranger. It's live, it's sale, together with the Ship It. As you guys know, it's a medium class ship data runner from the Ecos faction, those terrorists. But if you like terrorists, especially from the foreign factions, I think this is a good ship for you. So make sure to give it a chance, check it out. It has some pretty decent stats. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good ship, a good addition to players' fleets as well. And I have been particularly following, going back to a little bit about Starbase, I have been particularly following the Wall of Shame discussion and the Wall of Value. I see we have some guild leaders here from different factions, and I hear you guys talking about LP and how everything is going to work in the future of Star Atlas. And I think it's super interesting to see like how the game overall politics and relationships between players are already playing out. For me, it's super exciting to see our universe taking shape, to see things starting to work out, and especially when we have something like Starbased, which requires players to cooperate and to also fight each other for resources and benefits. Anyone wanna share some opinions of what's going on Starbased right now? Please feel free to unmute, open your mic, pull your heart out. We are here to talk with you about how things are playing out. Oh my god. No way I got wrecked by someone with a pistol. This is taking too much of my attention. I'll focus on the brew. Otherwise I won't be able to answer people's questions as
The
well.
only thing I would say, Zesk, is we should change loyalty points to leech points. That would be a better name.
To leash points.
Leech points, yes, I think it's better.
Yeah, tell me, bro. You actually did something very interesting those weeks. You did the first Atlas sanction that I have heard of. How you are feeling about the situation now with the other whales? People, do you think that
I feel good. Mud's chilling. Like we're everyone's participating. It's fine.
Yeah, I see the mud faction is actually very organized now. Things are starting to move. To be honest, guys, I feel that the economy will start to, get on track with the deprecation of Sage Labs today. Yesterday, right? It was middle of the night for me. But now that people don't have an option to simply craft stuff on Sage Labs, I think that the game will start, you know, taking pace now. And I'm really looking forward to the addition of uh, to the rebalancing that they are going to do with the food upkeeps. It's for me, it really felt a little intense, to be honest. But I think the changes will be welcome now, and yeah, people won't have an option to not contribute. I mean, if they don't contribute, the faction simply won't get anything done. So people will need to start doing that. And it was funny because I saw people coming after me in the general chat and that heads would start rolling if we don't get a food fix.
Do you think they will start doing that? Because I won't do it. Why I should play for LP? Give me a reason to waste my money on LP.
I mean, if you don't risk, if no one risks money on LP, LP start getting more valuable, right?
No, there's some people who think it's worth, but I don't think it's worth. At least not for me. I don't know anybody else here. Like, you happy with your rewards for the LP? I don't know. Somebody should speak up. Because I only redeemed on the first day, and then I thought, oh, it's not enough Atlas. I should stop doing that. And
Yeah,
since then, I have not redeemed LP, so I'm wondering what everybody else is doing.
yeah. Right now, LP feels like. I mean, the resource prices are so expensive right now. Still, like in terms of Atlas, that
Hello, is this thing
hey,
on?
hey man, how are you doing, friend?
Hey, yeah, good, good. I'm on mobile, so I wasn't sure it worked. I'll just chime in on LP. I think it's going really well for myself, but it's also going really well for anyone that can do components and has crew. I think that the way that crew was introduced was it multiplied anyone who could afford to buy it. Really, that's what happened with this huge crew. I mean, people have been buying, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 crew, because if you don't have crew, then all the earnings you had from from Sage Labs is basically gone. So people that have money are making a shit ton of money right now. That's basically kind of like what happened. And if you can't afford to do crew, then you go do food, and food is like point 0.3. Like, no one in their right mind would ever do that.
Yeah, I feel that there is a, how can I put it? The dust is settling from the labs ecosystem to the star-based ecosystem right now. Uh, it's very different how the economy works in labs and how it works in star-based, right? And as you say, the crew gameplay loop is is indeed very interesting. We see lots of people, for example, buying Ogrica Rutches right now for crew. And I think that's going to be. I think that the crew meta might lose some of its strength once we have the crew cards coming. Which, by the way, is something that reminds me of the main topic of today, which should be actually search. And on the 20th, now we are going to have a test, which we are aiming to have more people on board. We are thinking about 1,000 concurrent players. So you guys can imagine how chaotic going to be here on on the Volant station, and we have prepared some very special rewards for this day. Let me real quick message Danny because this is something that I actually want permission to share before I do. Just a second.
We give you permission, Jose. Go ahead and do it.
So I receive it. I'm asking him whenever he gets back to me. I'll tell you guys. But he shared with me the crew members that are going to be the rewards for the for the search test, and we have three different tiers, right? As you guys manage to overcome the milestones of the test, we increase the rewards hours. So basically, we start with Atlas only. So if we don't reach the first threshold, oh, he allowed me to share. This is awesome. So hold on, guys. Share my screen. A second. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? I am going to start. So if we reach 300 players, every player is getting a crew member from the common category. If we reach over 500, we get uncommon crew members. And over 1,000, so yeah, I think we all agree that we all need this rare booster crew member, right? I think that, oh, and this is going to work. The way this is going to work is that we need to reach concurrent over those milestones. So if we can get concurrent over 1,000 players, we are going to get the beautiful golden Ustur for us. So that's what we need to do, guys. Everyone needs first to tell your friends to come play with us, and second, we all need to the Usturs need to win because they are the best crew members. So that's the strategy for the 20th. Oh, there's also going to be some Atlas rewards. And I think Surge is improving a lot. I mean, if you guys have been here, I'll play the video once more later on, guys, for the people who didn't see. But yeah, Surge is coming along really well. And I was impressed from the first test. I tried to join, I couldn't. The game simply didn't work. Now it's a lot better, and I think it's going to be even even better on the 20th. And Surge also has huge potential for us in terms of other gameplay mechanics, other gameplay environments, and Star Atlas different gameplay mods that we'll have in the future. As you guys saw in the roadmap, we have uh, we have I see discussions on the Brew launch. It's funny. We have many different gameplay modes prepared for us in the future. And one thing I was talking about with Brad the other day is about the possibilities that something like Surge entails us. So, for example, one thing that the technology that we developed for Surge allows us to do is for us to do, for example, cooperative missions in one hidden moon inside Galia Expanse, where players get together to get inside a lost Fotoli tomb and try the to cracking the environment, get them to explore the region, start doing those small quests, different gameplay modes that we have in game. And I'm really pushing forward to things like that, because uh, we need different gameplay loops for different audiences, and we need to expand our different products, different environments. And I was even telling him that the community would be even willing to have, let's say, a gameplay mode that would only be playable in the high risk zone. So, like for example, you commit some resources, you commit your crew members, and you guys join like the environment of this gameplay mode. And if you die, the crew member dies. But if you win, if you manage to survive this exploration, this raid, you get some cool resources, you get some cool items. Is this something that the community agrees on? If you please let me know in the chat if this is something that you like, something that you guys are interested doing. Thank you, David. I love you too, bro. Yeah. And Troy Antonira is asking if we are getting an epic crew member if we break it. I don't know, bro. We need to talk to Michael Wagner, but I sure love this idea. This is something interesting. Yeah, I like it. And what else? What else? Also, guys, since I'm the only one here today, if you have questions, if you have things that you want to get insight on, use this opportunity because, as I said, we don't have anyone from the team watching this here right now. So we can talk a little bit about other things that you guys are excited about. What's my favorite color? Black. I really like black. Uh, I didn't quite understand the question, Mustache. When crew I need more? Uh, when combat is coming. Uh, combat is actually coming, and I'll tell you guys a little secret. I saw them the other day doing a meeting on combat. Don't tell anyone, but they were discussing that. So yeah, I think it's progressing nicely. When do we get new Zilly stuff? Okay. The Zilly stuff has been slow, guys, because I'm pretty much the only one that works on those quests. And right now, I'm working on two different things. The first one is public, you guys know. It's for the crew. So I'm writing lots of context about the Staratus galaxy. Like, for example, today I was talking about Persão, which is a planet in the mud safe zone where there is a prison. It's an icy planet with a frozen ocean that there's a high security prison there. So I'm writing the small stuff, the small context stuff about each one of the star systems of Star Atlas. So when we have crew members, the stories that we create have actually connections with the events of Star Atlas, the overall uh, timeline of events, how things played out, the rarity of the crews, makes sense with the importance of their background story and things like that. I'm super focused on that. Uh, and and also a secret project in Unreal Engine 5, which I can talk about, but it will also involve lore, and it's going to be super cool. So that's pretty much the reason why I can't uh, I can't share some. I can't work too much on the Zilli stuff right now, but it's going to stay. Uh, we are going to finish it. You guys will get your reward, so don't worry about that. When is crew drop happening? That's above my pay level. They would never tell me this, but I hear it's coming soon. What's the theory on how crew will matter on an individual level? We need hundreds for star based, but we can customize and upgrade an individual crew? Yes, Grove, you are correct. Each crew member will be an NFT. It will have its own skills, aptitudes, gear, and things like that. So you can treat your crew members both in the very high level, pretty much like Warcraft 3 and StarCraft, where you just send them on many tasks, or you can hyper focus on one crew member and focus on upgrading him, on getting good gear for him, leveling him up, getting new skills and things like that. We want the game to have the most diversity possible, and different players have different uh, let's say tastes, right? They want to play different ways, they want to try different things, so we want to give players uh, the opportunity to play however they want. How much will common rare crew cost at launch? I have zero clue about that. The way that the design is happening is that there will be crew packs, and I don't know if we are going to have just one crew packs or different tiers of crew packs, but it's completely up to the market how much the crew members will cost. I think you said high security prison, but all I hear is premium recruiting grounds. Agreed, Grove. I think that's something that I really want to do. I want Star Atlas universe to be able to provide things for players with any moral ground to play with. So, for example, let's say you are on the, let's say, underworld side of the law, and you want to do a prison break to get crew members from the prison. I think that should be totally doable. And I know that most of the companies share my understanding on that front. So one day you'll be able to try something like that. But I assure you that's not going to be easy because this prison in particular that I was talking about is the most secure prison in the mud territory. So good luck trying to break there. Share an anomaly level crew story. Oh wow. Man, anomaly level crew members are crew that one have already appeared in Star Atlas lore and are super relevant to the lore, or two, they are like characters with uber potential of making crazy things happen in the world of Star Atlas, or they have very strong destiny to in the lore of Star Atlas. So an anomaly level crew member story would be something like June from the core novel. This is the kind of crew member. Did you see an example for a crew background story already? I shared something very early. Let me see if I can find it here. I shared it in the lore channel. Let's see. Here, I shared here. And this particular crew member would be a villain. So I shared here one crew member story. This would be a villain. I think the AI is getting better. It's it's super hard to train the AI to create stories about crew members, especially if you want them to be evil. The AI don't like creating evil character stories for some reason, and they usually need to be very in love with nature and sustainability, which is a pain in the ass for me when I'm writing the story. But we are getting there. I'm slowly corrupting my AI to make sure it produces the dark stories that I want to. Uh, what else? Let's see. Apart from crew member, are there any other rewards for players on the leaderboard? That's a good question, Alex. I know there will be Atlas as well, but for this event, I don't know if we'll have more rewards aside from the ones that we already spoke about. But this is a good question. And maybe in the future, on other tests or events, we will give you more insight on that. I see someone unmuted. Someone wanna ask a question? Oh, ho ho! I think it's Dominic. Dominic's here.
It's your boy Dominic. It's your boy Dominic.
Dominic, I was legitimately worried about you, bro.
I was
Are
worried
you
about
are
myself. Everything's good.
everything's good? Okay. So Dominic, what happened was that I pretty much allowed everyone to ask whatever questions they wanted. I spoke a little bit about the Surge event, and since you are here now, maybe you can give us a little more details about what's going to happen on Surge, because what I did was basically show them the crew members, rewards, and talk about how the 20th is going to work. But if you have more details, it would be awesome to for
So
you to share.
you already went over the rewards though, right? Like all the different crew members, the 9 different crew members. Did you show them?
Yes, I showed the common, uncommon, and rare tier. Yes.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah. So did you talk about the 2 time slots?
No, I did not.
Okay. So this Saturday there's going to be 2 different time slots for Surge, and those are going to be 11. I guess I should use UTC here. Let me find UTC. 11 MPT to UTC. So it's going to be 6 p.m. UTC to 9 p.m. UTC. And so that's going to be the first one. And I've had a few questions about this actually, being if is it going to be double rewards if I participate in both? No, it's the same test. So the whole point of us doing 2 different time slots here is so the different time zones are able to actually get the rewards. We have people in Australia, we have people around the world, and we just want everyone to be able to get the rewards. And then the next time slot in the UTC time is going to be 3 a.m. UTC to 6 a.m. UTC. So those are the 2 time slots. I'm also going to link the announcement just in case. Actually, I'm going to link the events here, the events in our Discord server. Go ahead and mark interested on one of these events, both of these events if you want to make both. But here's the first time slot. This is the one, like I said, happening. This one's at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then here is the second one. If you can make that one. Will we be able to get double rewards for playing in both time slots? No, you will not be able to. You get,
It
you will
was
get.
asking, so.
If I join the early one and it does 300 players and the late one gets 1,000, do I still get the rare? Yes, yes. As long as you complete the qualifications of being an actual person who played Surge. Some of those are secret, some of those are not so secret, but you need to actually play the game. You can't just like spawn in AFK and you'll get the rewards. That's not going to be how it works.
Yeah, and it's spend some time playing, right, Don? There will be some thresholds, right?
Yeah. There will be some time thresholds. I don't know exactly what we want to get into, what we want to actually talk about. I know for sure we don't want to talk about the game activities that
Specific.
make you a player, but
Yeah,
what I will say is you need to be in the game for a bit. It's not going to be like you spawn in, you AFK, and then you're done. Yeah, literally, you just like don't have to be an NPC. Like, if you actually just play the game mode honestly, then you'll get a reward. You'll get the rewards.
yeah.
Is there a video that we can share with people who have zero Star Atlas experience that will help them play the Surge event? If you go to the top of the Discord, there's a Surge information channel, and in the Surge information channel, there's a Surge tutorial video that Chipto posted. I'll copy the channel ID here. Uh, there's that. There you go. Yeah, go check that out. Actually, a lot of the information is all there. So the time zones, I put the different rewards there. What is Surge, and then there's also a tutorial. So yeah, if someone needs information about Surge, I would just have them join our Discord, read that channel, watch a tutorial, ask for a key, and they should be good to go. I feel like the only other thing that they might need help with is actually just creating a wallet on the Star Atlas Epic Game Store on the actual game.
Which is
What
also
will
super
prevent
easy.
people from just switching accounts for the different time slots and getting multiple rewards? I mean, that's a good question, man. It's a really good question.
And
Question
now
I don't
you
have the answer to.
and now you made everyone aware of this strategy.
What if players use bots to try to get crew NFTs? Well, okay, like, can you specify like a little bit, like when you say what if players use bots to get these crew NFTs? These would have to be pretty sophisticated bots, is what I'll say, because you can't just, like I said, there are things you have to do in game to be able to actually get the rewards. It's not gonna be like you could just spawn in, walk around, and then get the reward. And I'm not the only one thinking of it. Promise you. Yeah. Well, nothing much we can do there, to be honest. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think anyone doing multi accounts will be able to get too much prizes because the requirements will require you guys to actually play the game for a while. So yeah,
Yeah, that's my thing right there. Is like Jose said, you guys don't even know what the requirements are. So can you imagine doing multiple accounts and not getting prizes on any of them? That would be
that would be
pretty
funny.
sketchy, Barca.
Correct.
It only takes one. Yeah, well, the other thing is we could also always just manually like go in, and if we know someone did something, not give them rewards. Like we're not opposed to that for sure.
Yeah, to be honest, I'll tell them just to give reward to players who join the voice chat. I'm
Wow.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
When crew drop or crew cards, I can't tell you that, man. Sorry, Jimmy.
Worth a shot.
Okay, what did I go over, Jose? We've talked about the rewards. We've talked about the 2 time slots. I think.
Yo, hi
Yo,
Dom.
yo,
Fine.
yo. What's good?
Good man, chilling. Did you how'd your emergency go?
It was an emergency. But it's all good. All is well. All is well. Sorry for
Cool.
being late.
I was wondering if you wanted to talk a little bit about what you think about the Wall of Shame that was published by Fiat and stirred up a bit of drama.
Um, I don't necessarily want to talk about that, but what I will
I
say,
was laughing.
what'd you say, Jose?
I was literally crying when I saw that wall of shame, bro. For me. When I opened it, it was super funny because I was scrolling through Twitter and I was like, IF is posting wall of shame. I was like, what the hell? And when I saw that, there were, oh my god, there are people with a 300 over 300 ratio here, bro. I was dying, bro. I was like, my god, man. People should be so pissed right now in Star Atlas community about this. But guys, this is the game. This is part of the game. This is part of the strategy. And yes, people have reputations, people have strategies, and it's part of a live ecosystem, right? Surely it's interesting to see how people behave on those situations, though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
to-
sorry, my boy Brian. I don't feel comfortable speaking on that, but I know that is definitely happening, and I've sent all
yeah,
that to the team.
I think I agree completely with Jose that it's part of the game, but just like that's part of the game, then we have the right to call people out and sanction people,
Absolutely.
and do whatever we
Absolutely.
want.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because when I saw Yawn applying sanctions, when I saw you guys creating the wall of shame, bro, I was dying. Because, bro, when I saw that, I was like, holy newt, bro. The game is on. The game is so freaking on. And yeah, guys, like this is the universe that we want to create for Star Atlas. Like this is a living thing. This is something that we, even though we are building the game automata, we don't have control over these kind of things. You know, we create the universe and players play with the universe that we create. And when we see people doing this kind of things, bro, this for me feels so alive. You know, like this feels like such a real game, a real universe, and it actually drove me to work harder to give you guys more substance, more infrastructure, so you guys can build more stuff and find new ways of going after one another and creating cool stuff. For me, this is the essence of the future of Star Atlas. And when we have combat, then you guys can make things get real. You know, you can go there and go after the people that you guys think are doing wrong things in the universe and, collect the bounty. That's what I want to see.
Dude, it's gonna be so crazy.
So the wall of shame is actually the hit list when combat arrives, correct?
Depending on what
The-
side you're on, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are strong people in both sides, so that's what makes the game super interesting.
Yeah, I feel like that wall of shame. I mean that there's some pretty strong
What
players there.
Whoever created that list is already thinking ahead, and that's actually what they're doing. They are creating that drama. When combat comes in, they're actually uh, creating the hit list. It's actually a hit list if you look at it.
So are
Yeah.
you saying that Funcracker put this list out to cause drama between the other factions while they just sit back and make some money?
That's kind of big brain.
I don't want to
That's kind
say
of big
names.
brain.
I don't use names. Okay, whoever it was, I think it's he has the right idea when it comes to combat. I mean, who should I kill? I mean, I don't want to be the bad guy. Well, let's take a look at this list. It's been around for a few months, and,
I'll
and I
tell
think that would be a good starting point.
I'll tell you guys something fun. Even inside the Star Atlas team members, people were, discussing this. Like there was a huge conversation on the Sage channel inside our company where people were evaluating the Wall of Shame event. Like people were saying, "Bro, this is too much." The others were like, "Bro, but this is wrong." And the others, "No, they are playing the game. This is totally fair." So I love this. I love that we are not a monolithic entity. We are a metaverse with many different opinions. The problem would be if everyone agreed on everything, you know. This would be boring. This would be, you know,
Man, I don't think
uh,
that'll ever happen. I don't think we'll ever have that.
no, but in some cases, Dons, like people and especially strong people in games and spaces, normally they team up together and they, you know, try to use their influence to get better results. Here in Star Atlas, we have many massive players, and
Yeah.
some of them have good relationships with one another, but we have people that have total different strategies, and it's not that some of them are bad and some of them are good, but their strategies collide, you know. And one of the examples of this was when Yawn started to sanction Cody. I was like, bro, this is super fun. Like, it's not that either of them is wrong or right, but their strategies collides and they start fighting one another because that's what they are doing in the game. You know, that's each one of them trying to manifest their strategies and the truth of their work. And this is going to grow on a scale so massive because right now we have like 5,000 players here, maybe every day. Bro, imagine when we have 50,000. Imagine when we have combat. Imagine when we have planetary defenses and raids and onboarding ships and people are actually losing money or making money over other people's uh, poor or good calls. This is going to be insane. That's the one thing I love the most about Star Atlas. I
I
see
love,
lots of people typing. Sorry,
Jose,
Several
go ahead.
people are typing.
yeah, Jose, I love that idea of being able to buy prisoners as slaves so they can help me craft. I love that idea.
Dubai prisoners, right?
Oh,
Never.
sorry, rent them. I will rent the
Rent,
prisoners. It's okay.
rent the prisoner.
Has anyone talked about renting? I'm desperate for workers, guys. I'm going to import them. I don't care from what planet, but I need workers. I wasn't expecting Starbase to be so. I mean, my Atlas is based on that number of workers. I would have bought more. Um,
To be
bad
honest,
planning.
I feel you because I also have like I don't have time to play Starbased, and I'm not a huge fan of automation my own. So I really wish I could hand my fleet right now. And what I do know is that there are people working on that, but I have zero insight on timelines, uh, and delivery days and dates. So yeah, I'm on the same boat. I'm waiting. Yeah, crew. Uh, in-game rent is coming, Sasquatch. But yeah, we don't know when, unfortunately. I
Star
wish we did.
Atlas approves slavery. Imagine that headline. Yeah, that would be a crazy ass headline.
Well, prisoners are technically slaves, right? They're not
No,
slaves per se.
I don't think they are.
Oh, they are. I check on it. I did check. I asked AI about it, about prisoners. Prisoners don't have constitutional rights, period. At least in the US. I don't know about other countries or other planets. Okay,
Well,
so they are kind of slaves,
Jesus Christ.
but I'll
I'll
take them
tell
all.
I'll tell you guys that the Council of Peace in Star Atlas is heavily against slavery, but there are some places, especially in the high risk zone, where this happens. So yeah,
And we have prisoners, which are legal. Okay, prisoners are legal. Slavery.
We
there
really
are
need
regular.
Star Atlas police. There are Star Atlas police, actually.
Yes,
We
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 have
can
Star
say
Atlas Police.
Star Atlas is a law-abiding expanse, right? Yeah, yeah, we can say that. We can go with that one.
We literally have cops, right,
Yeah,
Brian?
yeah, the Council of Peace. Yeah, exactly. And you'll be able to know which ones are from there because their ships are white.
Yeah.
They'll be like a whole different color.
I really want to see the day when we actually see people messing up so bad that they attract
Yeah, yeah,
the.
Groove. One sec, Jose. Star Atlas and Automata does not endorse or condone slavery. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. Absolutely not.
But it
Please.
does. But it does have prisons. Okay, and I want to buy a prison NFT. Are you guys going to release? Is that a new idea? I don't know, but I would love to buy a prison. Okay.
I'll
Uh,
tell you that it scares me a little bit, your love for prisons, Bohemian. But
I need
yeah,
workers, man. I'm desperate.
but yeah, I totally see prisons being one of the things that will make it to in-game eventually. Uh, but we do have them in the lore. So,
Sorry, what were you saying, Jose? I didn't mean to cut you off.
to be honest, I lost my train of thought with so many talk about prisons.
I'm sorry, Jose. I'll
No,
stop.
not to
I'll
worry.
stop. But I
No, no,
will.
no,
I
not to
volunteer
worry.
to buy one. Okay, I do volunteer to buy a prison if it ever is created. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember. No problem, friend. I was saying that I want to see when people start messing up so bad, like attacking, destroying public facilities and things like that, and they start attracting the attention of the Council of Peace. It's going to be like GTA when you get 5 stars, but on a totally different scale because the Council of Peace is, well, we can say they are a very powerful institution in the Star Atlas universe. So yeah, maybe you'll see like commander classes going after you. It's going to be fun. And
Dom, do you have any updates for on the updates tonight?
Updates on the updates tonight. That's a good question.
Yeah.
So the update that I had when I went to bed yesterday was they're going to make sure everything is on AtlasNet. They were testing everything on AtlasNet for they were going to let Chris and all the other people who need to test their changes. So they were doing that, and I believe that's what they're doing this morning. And then we should be good to go. I think everything is good to go for a today release, if that's what you're asking. That is the good news.
Yeah,
Now,
sorry, I was
do I
getting
have a
my
time? Do I have a time? Absolutely not. I will never give. I will try. I will
we
try.
learned it. We learned this painful lesson about time. Time has always come after us here in Star
Man,
Atlas.
I remember with Starbase, they gave me a 30 minutes left estimate, and I think it took another 2.5 hours. So that's why I'm so careful with times.
Yeah, bro, we got burned so many times when we did say times for releases that we learned our lessons.
But what I will say is everything I've read yesterday has been very very good news. So we should be good today.
cool. Thanks,
Yeah,
Dom. Sorry, I got the UTC mixed up. It's fine. It's almost 8 o'clock over here. So
Oh really? Dang. It's 11 a.m. where I'm at.
yeah, 3 p.m. here, but yeah, thank you, Sasquatch. We are trying to improve. We are. We learn our lessons. Some of them were very dangerous. And one of those lessons is that Santi and Michael Wagner are not allowed to travel together any longer because they brought the worst storm that Dubai has ever witnessed. And I don't even want to remember the last time they went together to Breakpoint. So, yep, we learned our lessons.
Man, I was
Bes-
just
be-
gonna say something.
Besides that, Jose, do you have any leaks like which starbase would be the, the cheapest to maintain? Um, Something like that. Something simple. Something you're allowed to leak.
I mean, all star bases, like the faction star bases that you are asking, they have
Yeah,
the same price to upkeep.
they're all gonna have the same price. Nothing's gonna change. No,
Yeah.
including CSS.
Yeah, I think they are going to have the same price. To be
Ah,
honest,
that's it.
maybe. But to be honest, uh, I'm the kind of guy that likes uh, different species and different factions to have different pros and cons. Most of the people, some, not most of the people, but most of the experience that I have is that people try to make everything so equal, and it simply takes away some of the fun of the universe and the ecosystem. And yeah, I like when things are totally different for one species and another. Even though this might feel unbalanced to some people, I prefer my gaming to have like, you know, the species logics are different. Some of them might be good on some things, bad on others. I like this. Yeah, cloud seeding. They went too far.
Hey, I got a question for you, Dom.
Amanda.
Hey, do you know if there's been any chatter about changing the specific recipes to a tier 1 starbase, like crafting ammo or anything like that? Is there anything you can give me on that?
I don't know of any talks of any changes about that. I know a lot of the talks about star bases are around like the upkeep and then the up like what it is when you upgrade it as well. So those are the different resource consumption recipes that I believe are changing. I don't know anything about, or I haven't heard anything about actual crafting recipes changing. So I'm sorry if that's bad news to
We are
All right,
just
copy
ne-
that.
we are just nerfing the Titans a little bit. Don't worry.
you.
Yeah, right, man. The Titans scan like 6 million STUs in 24 hours. That's not a nerf. That's a buff, my guy.
That's pretty crazy.
I loved seeing you with the Mando hat in the Metaverse Nomads Mandalorian. Super cool.
Did you like that? I could barely
Absolutely.
fucking breathe in the damn thing,
I
so I hope
imagine.
so.
I imagine. I was thinking about that.
Dude, I like after that interview, I went into the kitchen like nauseous, and my wife's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I think I just breathed in methane and CO2 for the last 2 hours, so I might pass out."
Bro, first,
Well, I'm glad you're okay now.
Star Atlas Titan Warner
Worth it.
dies while giving an interview
Yeah,
with Mando
yeah,
hat. Totally worth it.
yeah. Honorable sacrifice for Star Atlas.
I mean, you die a badass, you know, like, so that's cool.
True.
Take a bit more than that to kill me, but yeah, sweet. Well, I'm looking forward to the looking forward to the update, guys, and great brew. Love listening to it as
Thanks, man.
always.
Thanks, friend.
Appreciate you, brother.
Groove. I feel that the updates will be very, very clear on how things will play out. But we are preparing another econ brew with the econ team to talk about Starbased overall. And when that happens, you will surely have Chris commenting on the SDU system and food and other things, as well as all the data they have collected and are collecting right now.
Is Econ Brew going to be releasing the Honey Badger?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I think we're on the hour here, Jose. Do we want to close
Yep.
down? Cool.
Yeah, I think it's very close.
All right, guys. Well, I want to apologize again for my tardiness here. Jose, I really appreciate you holding it down, man. You did great. And yeah, if just a kind of a quick recap, Surge this Saturday, 2 different time slots to play: 11 a.m. PST and 8 p.m. PST. You can join either one and get the rewards as long as you actually play the game. So make sure you are actually playing this Saturday. You cannot just AFK and get the rewards. Jose already showed the rewards, but if you haven't seen them or you joined late or whatever, here is the tweet showing off the different skin crew rewards. Go check that out. So, and then also, last thing I'll say is if you need to send quickly the information on Surge to anyone in the Discord, just link them the Surge information channel. There's a tutorial video. There's when is Surge, what are the rewards, and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, that's it. What does Metaverse Explorer say when he leaves? I'm gonna leave you and I'm gonna love you, or something like that. I'm gonna leave you and I'm gonna love you. See you guys.
I had one more question for you actually before you leave.
Go for it. Go for it, man.
I don't know if this has been answered or not. It might have been, but if when the crew packs come, are we able to move them, or is it just they stationary in the CSS for now?
You mean in game, like in Starbase?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, there will be transport ships. They will be focused on transporting crew. It's their main utility basically. So yeah, I expect when we have the crew cards, like the full crew gameplay loops, players to be able to move them across different space stations through ships for sure. Like cargo.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
No problem, friend.
Jose, you have any final comments you wanna share before we end?
Yep. I just want to say I love you guys. Sorry if the brew was not as good as usual, but we love you guys. We are looking forward to play with you this weekend. So make sure to join us and let's have some fun and win that Golden News Tour crew member.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
Dom, what team are you going to be on the weekend, by the way?
I'm Oni, man. I'm Oni. So don't join my team. I'm trying to kill you. I'm trying to kill you
Yeah,
all, honestly.
you're nasty with that Gatling gun, man.
I think that gun's just broken.
It looked like it when you're getting shot by it. It seemed like you had the pistol on like rapid fire. I'm like, dude, I was in Discord streaming. I was like, he's fucking melting me with this thing. What the hell is going on?
Dude, I've been called a hacker 3 times now, so that's cool.
I'm
Bruh.
watching you, just nasty.
Oh man, I was just about to say something, but I forgot. Damn it. Crap. Oh, there's gonna be another patch for Surge for the UE game, and a lot of the guns are being changed a little bit. One of the things I'll tell you guys is the sniper is going to be a lot better. The Gatling gun is getting a slight nerf. Shotgun's getting a slight nerf. There's gonna be some changes to the guns, so keeping it fresh. Anyways,
All right.
all right, guys.
Yeah, good to hear. It ran
Yeah,
really
everyone.
well.
Thank
Actually,
you.
I played it for the first time last night. It was great.
Hell yeah, man.
I was very impressed actually. Do you
I can't wait.
think like stability wise it's gonna run like pretty good if we do hit 1,000 players? Like what do you guys think? Have you scaled it up in any testing since the last play test that you guys did?
Yeah, so we
Since like the
had
changes you made?
yeah, we tested with I think we tested with like 600 or 700 and it worked well. It worked well. I think there's for sure if we get to the 1,000, I think there's going to be like some slight hitches, of course. There's going to be some latency there, but the point is for us to use this and improve upon it. Use it to improve. So, I'm not worried even if is some slight lag and we hit 1,000. We're just going to improve every time. Like you guys saw 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, the FPS when we had 170 people, and then the next week it was basically perfect for me. So we're just gonna keep improving, man. That's the goal. So there might be some hitches, some lag when we hit that 1,000 player mark, but nothing we can't conquer, you know.
Yeah, but like okay, so what's the max right now for player count in one session? It's like 125 on other games, is it not?
I haven't seen anything. There probably is games that have above 100. I know there's some battle royales that have 100, but
Yeah.
I can't think of any off the top of my head that have above that number. So yeah, I
No.
think we have
Yeah,
one of
we're
the
already
bigger player counts for sure.
that's wild. Like it's actually crazy to think. Like I guess one of my only concerns when like I was looking into it
Mhm.
with I think it's Metagravity, isn't that what it's called? The
Yep.
program that you guys are like what like I guess the only concern would be the actual latency player to player and and like in the FPS, because like every kind of millisecond counts in that sense, right? Like as you scale up, if it doesn't change, that's like phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly. Like the cool thing, and the thing that I think it saves us is we're not like this super competitive, hyper competitive FPS game, you know. Like so, a lot of this stuff, there's a little bit of leeway in that, in my
Not
opinion.
yet.
Yeah, well, true, not yet. But when you think about games like Valorant or CS:GO or League of Legends, like these games that are hype, like they're made from the beginning to be like this crazy competitive game. Yeah, those nanoseconds, you need to make sure as a company that there is basically zero latency. But we're trying to build like this cool and expansive open world space exploration MMO, and I think we have a little bit of leeway in that sense because we're not primarily focusing on being a esports game or competitive game, whatever you want to call it. But it's
Yeah,
still
no, maybe
important. Don't
not.
get me
But
wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's still
yeah,
incredibly important.
like they're like I think what you guys are doing too is cool. Is that you're kind of opening up the different types of genres and like game modes that you're going to release, right? Like that's to me, I think that that's really cool. Like if you even have like I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, but if you even had like a battle royale mode that allowed ships and like ground fighting, like I've seen some new games that go from an RTS style to a first person shooter where you're playing with the actual AI and shit. Like the possibilities and like technology that are coming out now, it opens up the avenue of lots of different flavors that you guys can do, which is really really cool. And if metagravity is solid, that like because if you're bringing big ships in that like take a lot of rendering and lots of different players in one instance and stuff, that's like a huge amount of load. So it's gonna take incredible capacity for something like that. But like FPS shooters like a battle royale and stuff like that, it's doable, man. Like even like you're saying with the high competitive FPS shooters, they get latency lots. There's lots of problems with those too. And their huge bottleneck too is that they can only have a certain amount of players capped. And that cap, they're actually like maxing shit out. So like if you've like paid attention to a lot of games released this year, they've had huge problems at launch because they didn't anticipate that amount of user base, like Diablo 4, like all these other different. Well, I guess Diablo 4 is not an FPS, but you know what I mean. Like their user base capacity is so much over their server capacity that they can't
Oh,
even
You're
I think you're
breaking,
cutting out,
withstand
Mando.
it.
Mando.
So
Mando. He is gone. Yeah. I don't
Maybe it was the
Mando.
mask interfering with his Wi-Fi.
Maybe he's getting his Wi-Fi from his
let me.
mask.
Oh, can you still?
Does he wear it all the time, you think?
Hell no. What? That would be
Yeah, all
terrible.
the time, all the time.
All right. Well, I think I got what
Can you guys
you were.
still hear me?
I think I got what you were picking up and putting down, Mando. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. Jose.
Yeah, me too,
I'm
guys.
sure,
Need to get back to work.
anyways, thank you guys for joining Atlas Brew number, what is this, 106, 107? Man, we are getting up there.
107.
107. Atlas Brew number 107 about Surge. Don't miss Surge this Saturday. Please, guys, join. Get some rewards. They're super cool. All right.
Love you
That's
all.
it.
See ya,
All right.
guys.
Love you guys. Ciao.
Bye.